Wholesome One, it seems as though this is now becoming a trend, unfortunately for you as a Miami guy, that we get to this point in the season. We're not talking about games that are going to be meaningful toward a championship. We're talking about games where, okay, what do you want to see out of this game that's going to be a hope or give an optimistic outlook for next season? So we're at that point with 2 games left in Virginia Tech, and you got 2 football programs that are kind of limping in. And again, the Hokies just fired their head coach Justin Fuente into his 6th season, and you can see where he got off to a good start there, and they've been less than a 500 football team in his
He's been
last
there that
3.5
long?
seasons. Pardon me?
He's been there that long? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I remember that's why I'm not really high on Mike Norvell at Tallahassee. Like, I'm happy he went there because it's not. I think he'll be an above average coach. I don't think he's elite by any means. They'll be an 8-4, 9-3, tough out because he's really good with X's and O's in building relationships with his young men. But you wouldn't want a Lane Kiffin or somebody big time taking that kind of job. So I never really saw all the hype around him because that Memphis program has been around for a while. And there are a couple of coaches who were blessed to go there and have it as a jump off spot to a different job. And they hadn't been doing too well. So we'll see now. As far as what's going to happen this upcoming uh, Saturday, Miami under Manny Diaz, when they have a tough, heartbreaking loss, they come out slow and sluggish. Very next game. I'm happy this is not a noon kickoff. It's a 7:30 p.m. kickoff, 8 p.m. ACC Digital Network kind of game. I don't know too many people that'll be there because when we were on that winning streak, you look to the Georgia Tech game 2 weeks ago, and it was a nice crowd, Mark. We got up to 81% capacity at the University of Miami's home field stadium, and it gets up to 75. So we had about 50K there, which is it's great. Also, it was homecoming. And it was majority of the bottom that was kind of filled out, sprinkles at the top, which is okay. That's fine. What you don't want is sprinkles everywhere, and there's like 13,000 people there, which was the reported number for the University of Virginia game on a Thursday night. Miami had 13,000 people show up to that game. That's it's bad. It's a
Yeah, it
really
looks
bad
bad
look.
on national TV.
Yeah, it looks very
Yeah.
empty and things of that nature. And when you have a program that has been so predicate on giving a product, that is a product based community in South Florida, okay, mainly because a lot of us are not alumni of the University of Miami. So there's also that detachment away. It's like, oh, well, I didn't go there. Not everybody's blessed like Cam Underwood to be able to have been a grad of the University of Miami. So his connection is a little different because he has a paper with his whole name on it, and he went there. A lot of us just grew up as football fans of the team, and if your football isn't good, then a lot of people have the mindset of why be there. And it's not just at Miami. You look at a lot of California teams, you look at UCLA, they struggle with attendance. You look at USC, they struggle with attendance. Okay, everyone's not a small market place like in Oregon, where everyone who has a 2.7 or higher gets in. So they're all University of Oregon alum. They're not all Oklahoma alum or University of Texas alum, Texas A&M alum, things of that nature. Virginia Tech alum. So is that an excuse for us to have piss poor performance on the football field? I don't care if it's a COVID year where no one's in the stands, or it's a year in 2017 where you're playing Notre Dame and we sold out. The product that you have on the football field dictates what you get in the stands, not reverse. We don't want to be Nebraska where you got a full 100,000 people, but you suck on the football field. Okay, you got to be able to build a nice program and the people will come. So that has nothing to do with what we do on here. You build a nice program, they're going to be here. And I think that once we make these changes, we'll be in there for that.
In terms of on the field against Virginia Tech, any particular players, units that you would like to see continue to develop? Is there anything you would like to see them implement in this game that you haven't seen or that again needs to continue to develop and improve?
Well, I one of the things I want us to see change, Mark, is man, this over mass substitution. I saw Wayman Steed make a TFL and get pulled off the field. I saw Leonard Taylor get a big TFL and he got pulled off the field. I see Chance Williams get in on a sack and he gets pulled off of the football field, man. Let these young men get a feel for the game and play ball, man. Play the best guys. That's my eyes, man. And situationally too, man. Don't yes, Jalen Knighton is our best back. That's obvious. Okay. Jalen Knighton is the best healthy back on the team. But you see that play where he went out like he's going to the flats and he cut in to the middle of the field and almost made ESPN top 10 because he broke this tackle and shook that person and broke for 40 yards and scored the go-ahead touchdown. That's because we used him the proper way. He's a scat guy. Use him in open space, not giving him dives where he's running into a 300-pound nose guard every other play and then wonder why he can't break the 80-yard off stretch because he's been getting hand in the face every damn play. Be able to use them. I hope we get a little bit more rotation and different usage at the wide receiver. Let's get back to using out all of our guys, Romello Brinson, and getting the ball in open space with some of these guys. Jacoby George had some deep balls thrown to him. We just weren't able to connect on those things. And Keyshawn Smith, I spoke about it last week, Mark, in this platform. I said they're going to double team Rambo because he's been going off. This is going to be the game where a guy like Keyshawn Smith can take off because he's going to be going up against their second corner, and he's a deep threat. He ends up going crazy. And yeah, we had the great Mike Harley slip and fall touchdown in the back of the end zone against Tallahassee. But it's senior day for us. So I don't really think there'll be a lot of rotation. They're going to try to give those older guys the most reps that they can. And in my opinion, this is one of those games where, okay, I have no problem with you doing that in this game if that's how you built the program up and doing it. But you've been giving everybody the same amount of reps all year long, and it's just crazy. So expect to see a crap ton of Harley, which is not bad. Expect to see Rambo and guys like that. Guys who are going to let the coaches know that this is their last home game. They may be juniors and things of that nature. They'll be treated like seniors this day and used a lot. You're going to see Ryan Rigoni a lot. So I think Miami has the ability to win, but this sounds crazy, Mark, but at this point, results don't really matter, man. We're going in a different direction. Yeah, they do. They matter. So don't get that misconstrued. They matter, but I'm saying, like, are we going to go to this much of a different bowl game at 7-5 than we do at a 6-6? And of course, you have 2 weeks from now, you have the ability to, if you do drop this game, you have the ability to be 5-6, and you play Duke at Duke. And last time we played them at Duke, we lost in 2019. You're talking about a guy who lost to FIU, Duke, and La Tech all within a 3-week stretch. And he still kept his job at the University of Miami. So, there's a possibility, but Duke is just not good. But we've seen it. Again, we've seen them not be good and beat Miami. But we're talking about this upcoming Virginia Tech game. I say Miami gets to win 31-27. I think Virginia Tech they're going to have a brand new coach. One of their former players is going to be the interim head coach for this game. And for all we know, by the time we make it to our game on Saturday, Miami could have an interim head coach if things go in a certain direction. Again, I expect Miami to get the dub and be bowl eligible. I didn't expect it to take this long, almost 10 weeks, over 10 weeks into the season for Miami to be bowl eligible. But, you kind of take it is what it is. And this is in front of us. You're hoping that moving forward, Miami goes in a different direction, man. And I think we're going to go over to the Pacific Northwest and grab, the hometown hero to come home and fix things. And Mark, I might cry. I might cry all live with you, being overjoyed. But someone put in there, and I'll answer this question. There are multiple ways to skin a cat. I've been very open about this. All right, we got to go here soon. I've been very open about this. There's multiple ways to open and get this done right. Okay, it could be Mario, could be Lane, could be Tom Herman, could be, I wouldn't say Hugh Freeze, but some people want Hugh Freeze. I don't know if you want that kind of scandal to be the face of Miami, but with a lot of these jobs opening up and UF opening up, I could see Lane taking the UF job, and I could see Miami going to get Mario, and we'll see the Lane train in Gainesville in 2023. Or you can see Lane coming to Miami, Mario staying over there, and insert name here takes the UF job. You never know. But keep your eyes open, college football fans, because this offseason, the coaching carousel is a turning. And the Miami Hurricanes, hopefully we go ahead and finish out and get a win this upcoming Saturday, get that bowl, that 6th win, and we go on a Duke and get that 7th and finish out 7-5 for these seniors and for these players. And if you have the opportunity to go and support the University of Miami, then go ahead and support those young men, man.